Okay, we're continuing with the quote book here, The Holy Grail of Wisdom Quotes by me, Pete Rogers, in alphabetical order. First guy is Eddie Rickenbacker. He was a USA ace fighter pilot in World War I. He had 26 aerial victories. He then became a race car driver. He became the owner of Eastern Airlines. He wrote this comic strip about, fighter pilots called Ace Drummond. And he was sort of an American hero. I remember when I was growing up, Eddie Rickenbacker was a big name. He said, I will give you a 6-word formula for success. Think things through, then follow through. The 4 cornerstones on which the structure of this nation was built are initiative, imagination, individuality, and independence. And yeah, that's how America was when I was growing up. It respected noble masculinity. I remember still going to the public swimming pool. There's a big sign on the wall, dare to be a Daniel, dare to stand alone, dare to have a purpose, dare to make it known. It was, you want to be the macho, brave man, okay? Like Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, Rambo. You want to be like Charlton Heston, like Mel Gibson, okay? Like Chuck Connors, like John Wayne. There was one heroic macho man after another. Clint Eastwood, Charles Bronson. Those are all the guys I saw growing up. American heroes was the whole idea of it. Whereas now everything in Hollywood is pussified, wimpified, feminized. And I saw that to some extent, United States is something like this to Japan after World War II. They stopped playing all the samurai warrior stuff on their entertainment TV or the movie screens. And so there's been this deliberate feminization, pussification in the United States. And plus nowadays there's estrogenic stuff in all the non-organic food and the tap water. All this stuff to feminize the population, to make them a bunch of wimps and sissies, so that they'll just capitulate and, allow total control slavery to come back, okay? So it's weird, but that's what's happening. Because you don't see guys like Eddie Rickenbacker anymore. Here's this next quote. Someday the American people will erect a monument to Senator Joseph McCarthy's memory. Then he says, flying saucers are real. Too many good men have seen them, and they don't have hallucinations. The future promises that men and women free to dream and free to work on making their dreams come true can accomplish anything. There can be no limit to the creative imagination with which a beneficent God has endowed mankind. So that was the attitude before, the American dream. Just give me the freedom, let me work, and I will achieve. You just stay out of my way and watch what I can do. And that was kind of the attitude, and that's a good attitude. That's why America was so great. And America was really confident when I was growing up. It was just like, all the other countries in the world, they suck compared to America. That was the attitude. We had this attitude, we're the best. All non-American countries, they suck. They're crap. Russia is a third world communist crap hole, okay? Europe is a poor socialist crap hole, okay? It's better than Russia, but it still sucks other than its old stuff, its cathedrals and stuff. That's how it was. I went to England in the 1980s, and I couldn't believe how poor it was. I was like, holy crap. The best hotel in England, in London, like one of the best hotels, the Buswell on Hyde Park. I stayed there. I was told this is a nice hotel. And it sucked. We didn't even have our own shower and bathroom. You had to walk down the hall. Like in the USA, this is like a Motel 6. You don't even have your own bathroom in a hotel room? What kind of crap is that? Okay, anyways, next one is Branch Rickey. He was a baseball manager and baseball coach and pro. He said, problems are the price you pay for progress. A great ball player is one who will take a chance. And he says, I asked myself, what is it that made a distinguished ball player? I think it is the desire to be a great baseball player, a desire that dominates him, a desire that is so strong that it does not admit of anything that runs counter to it, a desire to excel that so confines him to a single purpose that nothing else matters. That thing makes men come in at night, makes them want to have good health, makes them change their bad technique to good technique, and that makes increased capacity in men. That makes their approach to the possibility, their possibility with a dominant desire to excel that simply transcends them into a great spiritual force. The greatest single thing in the qualification of a great player, a great team, or a great man is a desire to reach that objective that admits of no interference anywhere. That is the greatest thing I know about baseball or anything else. Yeah, the people who are the highest level achievers in lots of different fields is because they've got a monomaniacal focused drive to be great. It matters to them. Like Hamlet said, I know not seems, okay? And I've known some guys, the Schultz brothers, world and Olympic coaches. Man, they're the most intense guys. Mark Schultz. The only thing I care about is being the best wrestler in the world. And he was the best wrestler in the world. Anyways, that's the quotes for today. Hope you found those helpful.